This amateur battle is set for 5 3-minute rounds. 2 fighters step into the cage and only one remains standing and will be your new Aries Fight Series Light Heavyweight Champion. Introducing first, he's fighting out of the blue corner. He steps into the cage tonight with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses. His height, 6 feet 2 inches. His weight, 204.6 pounds. He trains with Team Link, and he fights out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Colin Superman Robinson. And his opponent across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. He steps into the cage tonight sporting a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. His height, 6 feet 3 inches, and his weight, 205.6 pounds. He trains with Agoge Combatives, and he fights out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Josh Booker!
This is going to be a good one. Obviously, title fights, both guys deserving to be here, but man, Book and Robinson, they just profile so similarly. I cannot wait to see how this fight plays out, Cody. Up at a new weight class. Booker looking light on the feet here in his light heavyweight debut.
Yeah, Booker utilizing a lot of early kicks, trying to find that distance, touch up his opponent a little bit. Robinson's just being very calm, calculated, trying to download some information, and then eventually I would assume he's going to look to counter. And now they're throwing down. That's where Booker really thrives, is kind of getting that underhook and looking for the takedown. But so far, really good takedown defense from Robinson, and a nice little knee up the middle to make him pay. Head kick and a counter with the right hand from Robinson definitely got the attention.
This is a grueling pace here in round 1.
Both guys got to watch for that head clash, the way they're coming in. Robinson mixing up the script, looking for a single leg takedown.
Booker showing good takedown defense. You got to believe after the way the fight with Stewart went, when Booker initiates the wrestling, he's going to be very mindful of where he's putting his head.
Yeah, and Booker's not only a good offensive wrestler, you can see his defense is pretty solid there as well, digging that underhook and able to break free. Nice little inside leg kick to a step-in jab from Booker. His striking's actually looking a lot better. That year off, he's definitely been working on his skills.
Yeah, a little bit of blood starting to come out of the nose of Robinson now.
Both guys have landed some pretty good punches, and they're still game. There's still game to go.
Nice check left there from Robinson. We've seen Booker have very fast starts before. Up a weight class, we'll see what kind of shape he's in the longer this thing goes.
Robinson with another little knee to the body. And Booker, I mean, it's a different type of pressure. What I would think is that coming off that knockout loss to Stewart, he knew he had to improve his striking. Clearly, his striking is vastly improved, but is he throwing so many punches now that he's using different muscles he might not be used to, and it's going to lead to some fatigue? Because this is a hectic pace. Whoever tires first will be the first man to fall.
And I'm curious to see, this isn't light heavyweight. You know, that contest against Stewart was a middleweight bout.
And I don't disagree, or I don't doubt, I guess I should say, that Robinson could probably make 185 too. Like, they're not the biggest light heavyweights going, or at least he doesn't seem that much bigger than Booker if he's the more natural light heavyweight. Booker with a nice takedown there, solid top control, and physically he looks as big, as strong as Robinson, if not more so.
Yeah, and the keys to victory there for the Robinson walkout, you saw urgency to get up, because obviously anytime it goes without saying in an MMA bout, if you find yourself on bottom, just get up. But under Booker, it's paramount, because Booker is such a dangerous player in jiu-jitsu and ground and pound, and he sees hunting a choke right now, Cody.
Well, this is what made him an undefeated 4-0 look-out-for-me prospect to begin his amateur career, is that he's got legitimate skills, and this is his best position. But you can see all that redness on the left thigh of his opponent, Colin Robinson. Those leg kicks were doing a ton of damage. His face is busted up. Those right hands were getting through, and now he goes to the ground and pound. Now he mixes in his bread and butter. That's him well-rounding his game and utilizing all of his skills.
Yeah, let's take a look at some round one action here on the replay. Yeah, that replay right there, Cody, you mentioned it in round one. Both of these guys going to have to be mindful not to crash in with the heads, because that was very nearly a clash of heads.
Yeah, and I think with Booker, he drops his level a little bit when he comes forward, and then with Robinson, he stands upright a little bit when his opponent comes forward. Is that it's kind of a mixture for a head clash happening at some point, but I mean, with Colin Robinson and his coaching staff, surely they've watched tape on Booker, and they've seen that last fight where, you know what, man, this guy's a physical powerhouse in that early round, but can you make adjustments? Can you see the takedown coming? Can you land the uppercut? Robinson did some good work in that first round, but ultimately giving up that takedown late in that late ground and pound, the round would go to Josh Booker, but it's not like he's out of it. It's that he's going to have to make slight adjustments to his game.
Yeah, we've seen Booker have great round ones in title fights before. I think back to Aries Amped, and he's going to need to carry that over for round two. Robinson is a salty competitor who I think is definitely going to make some adjustments here for round two.
He's dead-eye focused. I mean, he's definitely keeping his eyes open for that potential counter, that one shot that might be able to sneak through, but he's got to be so careful of overextending himself, knowing that the takedown is likely coming at some point.
Yeah, Robinson stayed active in addition to MMA, taking Thai boxing bouts more recently, so you know the striking is there for him. He's just got to find a home for it.
That nice little right hand got through after that slip up. And again, I mean, he's wearing Muay Thai shorts. He's taking some Muay Thai fights. He's probably got the striking advantage, is that he needs to keep the fight standing in order to utilize that. Now we're looking at Booker, and Booker's starting to look a little fatigued. The kicks aren't coming as fast as they were in that first round. The takedown attempt hasn't even been shot to this point. He's fighting a good game plan. Nice little left hook lands. And again, one takedown could be all he needs to take the round. But the longer he stays standing with Robinson, he's going to fatigue, and he's going to eventually get hit with something he doesn't like.
Yeah, he's starting to see the mouth open for Booker here, but
that was almost it. You can see Booker's got his hands real low.
Yeah.
And when that right hand, if Robinson was able to throw a left hook and put a right hand behind it, that second punch is going to eventually find the target. But again, there's only a minute and a half, little over a minute and a half left in the round, and it's imperative that Robinson wins this second round so that he's not fighting in an 0 and back. It's a 5-round fight. Tons of time left.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Dylan, we're just getting started.
No, we really are, and obviously a brief intermission after this one once we crown a new light heavyweight champion. But this thing's just heating up, and if you go back and you do the Josh Booker tape study, he is in these grueling contests. Tonight for 5 rounds, I think we might have another one for the record books, because Booker's on top now, enjoying some success, but man, Robinson's so dangerous on the feet, Cody.
Yeah, and again, this is Booker's advantage, is that he can get the fight to the ground. Could he have done it a little bit sooner? Maybe, but getting it with a minute left is great, because now you get a minute of top control, you get a big takedown. It really looks good in the eyes of the judges to secure that round, but again, Robinson's not looking to give him an inch. He's looking to throw up. Oh, this is a great position for Booker. He's a little high on the back, though.
A little high, yeah.
Looks like he's going to slip off the top. Nice adjustment, pulling the elbow. But again, shake from Robinson. He might be able to clear him.
Out of Agoge Combatives, too, you know there's no shortage of big bodies over there for Book to get training in with to prepare for someone like Robinson. Zane Burton comes to mind, you know. So many other talented big guys over there at Agoge.
And this is absolute money for Booker. Again, could he have done this earlier in the round had he got the takedown earlier? Maybe. But just a great way to end the second round and go 2-0 going into the third.
Great job by the truck there on the total strikes landed. You see the advantage Booker here as we have 10 seconds left in round 2 of 5. Cody, you're right. Still a long way to go. Still so much to be decided in this one. But right now, Robinson's got to defend the sub. He was a great soundbite in the fighter meeting, Colin Robinson. He said, I love making the business trip. He called this the business trip, and right now he's got to go back to the business plan because Booker's having some success with the grappling here through two, Cody.
Yeah, you know, Colin Robinson told me he loves fighting at the Cotton Eye Joe and that he planned on buying a T-shirt from the Joe afterwards just to remember the experience. He's been here before. He really likes the venue. And I'll tell you what, that round ended. Not a great end to the second round for Colin Robinson, but as soon as the buzzer went, he gets right back up and he sprints back over to his corner. His nose is a little bit bloodied. Maybe he's a tad bit demoralized, but he's ready to go and his cardio looks good. Booker, meanwhile, he is just exerting a ton of energy. No doubt about it, he's up 2 rounds. No doubt about it, he's looking really good. But at what price? If there was only 1 round left, this is looking good for Booker. But this is a whole new fight. We got 3 more rounds to come, and so it's not enough to go up 2-0. It's not enough to go up 3-0. You got to maintain that pace throughout. Look at his body language right now, curled over. It's not giving you the best impression. If I'm over on Robinson's team with Team Link, you like to see that, but sight and performance are 2 different things. Booker's got no quit in him, so even though he's tired, he's not going to make it easy at any point.
For Book, those championship rounds loom large.
That's why they're called championship rounds. That's why this is for a title, you know. The man that's more prepared to go the distance and go through that war and come out on the other side, that's the man that'll be victorious. Booker so far, he's up 2 rounds and he's having a great performance, but Robinson is still in this fight very much so. And a takedown of his own, who saw that coming?
What a scramble here with the big boys.
Nice guillotine, but because he's passed, he's got a Von Flue though. He's got a Von Flue choke on the far side that he's looking. Booker's got to be a little bit careful.
I think Booker might be hanging on a little too long for this, but we'll see.
He's committing to the Von Flue too. Oh, right to mount. The Von Flue's probably off the table, but if he can hold his full mount and clear his head, very good position.
Man, both guys look very uncomfortable at the moment. There you go. Robinson gets his head out from under Booker, and now it looks like he's going to have some time in mount potentially. Booker really needs to buck or shrimp, try to get out from underneath him.
Yeah, he's got 2 full minutes, and it's not the greatest position only because they're so close to the cage that Booker could kick off. But even if Booker does kick off, which he's doing, and it creates a scramble, no, arm bar is tricky, yeah. I don't know that, ooh, but he's back up to his feet, but he's back up to his feet.
Robinson got legs on the hips and was able to get to his feet. That is a key to victory for him, not to accept position on bottom.
And good for Booker, just as it looked like the tide of the fight was starting to change, he just explodes back to his feet and comes through with some big strikes. But again, you're seeing his hips by his waist-side. Ooh, that right hand just misses. Second takedown for Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson now initiating the grappling. That's kind of telling.
Well, Robinson is wearing the Muay Thai shorts, yes, indicating he might be a striker, but he's got Superman all over them, indicating he can do it all. You're seeing a good, well-rounded skill set from him so far, using the striking, mixing in some takedowns, and this is what's grueling about fighting. If Booker explodes again, that's 2 big explosions. That's 2 big get back up to his feet. He's already tired, so the more you can just cause him to carry your weight, make him work, that's going to open him up for these shots. Sure, you're down 2-1. After this, or 2-0. After this round, it'll be 2-1. You're still back in it.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Robinson has reinserted himself in this fight. He's achieved mount twice. This time there's no chance for Booker to walk the wall, and Robinson is really starting to rack up some damage.
Yeah, and again, in the pro ranks, you can chip away with elbows, really bust the guy open, and potentially look to open him up with some cuts. But even with the ground and pound, you see you got to control the hands a little bit, posture up, land a few, just like he's doing, and then sink back down. I would say with only 30 seconds left in the round, rear naked choke attempt. No, he's too far on the side.
Yeah, the angle's off.
But with a belly down potentially, I mean, ground and pound here would be huge. When you hear that 10-second clapper, you've got nothing to lose. Posture up and just unload. But regardless, this was a hell of a bounce-back round for Colin Robinson, and one that is put him right back into the fight.
Yeah, there goes the clacker, and there goes Robinson.
Yeah, mount is a fight-ending position. Anytime you can advance to mount, things are seriously playing in your favor. But again, even though both guys are slinging it out, this fight is coming down to attrition. They can both wrestle, they can both strike, they both got heart, they both got durability. It's really going to come down to who's got more gas in that tank. And so far, Robinson is a man on a mission, whereas Booker is starting to get a little bit weary.
It feels like Robinson is coming on. Book definitely going to need to enjoy some top control at some point, I think, if not just to regather himself. You know, use heavy hips, hold Robinson down. I really thought that round got away from him. When the scramble ensued, Robinson was able to get the feet on the hips of Booker, push off, get back to his feet. That really kind of took any chance Booker had to maybe enjoy top control for the rest of the round.
Yeah, and again, if you go back to the first 2 rounds, when Booker gets those takedowns, Robinson wasn't really able to do much. But when Booker ended up on top in that 3rd round, Robinson's up, you know, like he's the fresher guy. He can now scramble with the big, strong wrestler.
Booker is no stranger to grueling fights that go the distance. I don't want to say that he ever takes a round off, but it's almost like he knows if a round is getting away from him and saves himself. He looks like he's a little bit better put together here for the first of the championship rounds, round number 4 right here. Booker and Robinson, man, this fight has had ebbs and flows. Early it was all Book, but Cody, as you've stated, Robinson really is finding himself at the right time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, that's why it's worthy of a championship level fight. You see 2 high-level prospects on display here, guys that are going to be going pro in the near future, and guys that have fought a good level of competition. But again, Dylan, if we were just calling this as a 3-round fight, they're announcing Booker as the winner right now, and that's the end of it. It's the rounds 4 and 5 that make things so crucial, that you can't just go up to that early lead and then try to coast or tire out. So huge learning experience, but if he doesn't get this guillotine choke.
Yeah, this is an important moment right here because Book felt confident with the grip.
He's got a hell of a grip on it right now.
I mean, that's getting nasty.
Oh, he readjusted, and that temporarily gave Colin Robinson ability to just get a little bit of air. That's
Robinson's a gamer for that one because I think a lot of guys would have gone down to Booker's grip right there.
You know what? I mean, it's all about the adjustment. And when there's constant pressure, there's not much air that you can get. But as soon as they loosen that grip for even just 1 second, it gives you that fresh air, fill the lungs back up, even just for a moment, and then get right back to work. And with Robinson, now he's looking to return the favor.
Booker builds a vertical base, and we're back to striking with 1:45 to go in round number 4. Book is letting it fly right now. Those are not technical, but those can be effective if they land.
They can be effective, and even though he's absolutely gassed right now, he's having a good round. He had a pretty good solid guillotine choke attempt. He just landed a pair of great clubbing overhand rights. Potential Superman punch misses, but there's only 1.5 minutes left. You just got to dig deep, and that is huge.
This is great matchmaking, and that's a great tactic right there for Booker, securing a takedown with 1:19 left in round number 4.
Brilliant timing, brilliant timing. Winning this round would be crucial because that puts him up 3-1, and he just has to survive the 5th.
Yeah.
But while the round's going back and forth, and you're tired and you're hurt, it's can you dig deep and change your fortune? That takedown, beautiful timing, drives through, cuts the corner, ends up on top, and just an absolute giant moment if you're Josh Booker with 1 minute left in the 4th round.
Fighting tired is a skill, and it's a skill that we've seen Booker use before, and it has not gone away in the year since we've seen him last. Booker is looking good.
This is a tactical error, though, going for the back. See how he's too high again, right? Had he just maintained control, then he could kill off the round. Now Robinson's going to turn into him, end up on top, and have 30 seconds of his own to work with.
Yeah, that really does
now
muddy.
You're going to give the round back. So
muddies the waters because now he's mounted.
It gives the round back. So as much as you want to go for submissions, it's not always the best. It's position before submission. You got to make sure you have the guy in the right position before you start looking for that stuff. And as much as he had beautiful timing, beautiful ring IQ, that was a massive tactical error. I would hate to be a judge in this 4th round, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is tough.
But it's a massive tactical error.
Fighters are right in front of us now. Colin Robinson in mount, and these are some short strikes, but they are landing on Booker. An Americano right there.
Can't see it on a guy as strong as Booker. Just all he's got to do is punch the arm straight and he's getting out. But kudos, because again, submission attempts. There's only 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Little ground and pound, a submission attempt. Those are the kind of things you got to do to make sure the judges say, yes, we think Colin Robinson won that round. And if he did, 2-2 going into the 5th, everything to fight for.
Yeah, you can see Book's corner. He's got some guys over there. He's got a lot of guys in his ear right now, but they're letting him know, hey, Book, it's 2-2. And I think for Booker, it's a little bittersweet, right? Because, Cody, you mentioned he had a path probably to maintaining control and salting that round away. Testament to Robinson's toughness, though, man. This guy has really reinserted himself in this title fight.
Yeah, and that's why being a high-level prize fighter is very difficult because you got to remain focused. You got to be able to keep a high degree of concentration throughout the entire fight. When you look at Booker in the first 2 rounds, doing everything right, getting the takedowns, getting the positions. The 3rd round, he ends up on top, but he allows Robinson to get back up. The 4th round, he ends up on top, but he allows Robinson to reverse. And it's the longer the fight goes and the more tired he gets is where he's making just a temporary small lapse in judgment, and that's putting him in bad spots.
Well, it wouldn't be a Josh Booker fight if it wasn't grueling and it wasn't razor thin. But Colin Robinson, man, he's got nothing but good vibes in the Joe. And if he could walk out of here with some gold, you see he's got the gold trim on the trunks. He's anticipating bringing that title home with him, and he has got 3 minutes to decide it for himself. Booker in on a takedown early here in round 5. Well defended by Robinson.
Yeah, just Booker is a smart guy. As tired as he is, he knows what he's got to do to win. He's doing the right things to win. Will it result in the victory? I mean, this is the third round to decide, but...
Oh, stuffed.
And just not quick enough to explode back up to his feet gives Robinson that chance to get his own little takedown going. I can't really say it was a takedown for Robinson as much as he capitalized and ended up on top, but that's how he's been getting the fight to the ground mostly. He's waiting for Booker to make the small mistake and then take advantage of it. So he keeps going to mount. He's landing the ground and pound. He's doing those right things to keep this competitive, to work his way back into it, and ultimately, he's looking for a win, and he's got a very live chance of getting it if he could remain in this position for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, the first minute of round number 5 has passed, and now we see Colin Robinson in top control. Booker has been able to work out from this, but here in round 5, how much energy does he have left to do so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many explosions he's got left in him, but again, when you're off the side of the cage, I mean, your only options are try to put your feet to your butt and explode upwards like that, which is tiring. Or you give up your back, which you don't want to do.
Yeah, Robinson's hunting that submission right now. Booker trying to resist it.
Again, he'd probably have to pass off to that far side, and the cage is going to stop him from doing that. So this is great because you put pressure on, it looks visually good, and you're just killing the clock, which is ultimately what Robinson needs to do at this point. A finish probably won't materialize, but secure this round, put a stamp on it. Again, 10 seconds left, go hard with your ground and pound. But Booker looks at this point like he's willing to go unconscious before he taps.
Yeah, Booker really going to have to dig deep to find a way out there. Desperation moments as he tries to slip out the back.
And he does.
He'll end up on top here with about a minute to go. Yep, there it is.
He needs to unload the clip. He needs to just put everything he has. Oh, and a beautiful. Oh,
and he gets the tap. Colin Robinson, surprise submission. I thought this was destined for the scorecards, but Colin Robinson secures the armbar.
I said Josh Booker would go to sleep before he tapped, but with an armbar, you have no choice. You don't want to get your arm broken, and what a just gorgeous performance by Colin Robinson. Goes down 0-2 to start the fight, never quits, works his way back in, hard third round, hard fourth round, and gets the finish in round 5. Someone strap a belt around this man's waist because he's a champion.
It's a wicked armbar that's going to be bringing back some gold to Massachusetts for that man right there. Superman himself, Colin Robinson, your new Aries Fight Series light heavyweight champion. Booker is hurting off of this one right now. Not just the arm bar, but just the ebbs and flows of this fight, Cody. It was so close to going his way, maybe 3 rounds to 1, but Robinson never gave up, found a reversal. The judges' scorecards will not come into play. Colin Robinson, round 5 submission in the final minute of round 5, too.
I'd still be intrigued to see the judges' scorecards just to see how they had it, because again, it was a crazy fight with a lot of back and forth movement. Tons of momentum swings, and just like any good sporting event, kept you on the edge of your seat, but ultimately there was a definitive winner in the end, and that was Colin Robinson.
Colin Robinson's business trip successful. He's taking care of business. We throw it out to Lance Green for the official call.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Caleb Miller has brought a stop to this fight. 2 minutes and 11 seconds into round number 5. Your winner by way of submission due to armbar, and your new Aries Amateur Light Heavyweight Champion,